Hurricane Mitch in Honduras. On October 10, 1998, forecasters at the National Hurricane Center in Miami, Florida, were tracking a tropical wave off the coast of Africa. It remained very poorly organized until it reaches the western Caribbean Sea. More than a week later, Hurricane Mitch formed from an African wave, which many hurricanes do, but what was unusual with the lateness of the season. By October 21st, it's a tropical depression. The next day, it gains strength to become Tropical Storm Mitch. 2 days later, Mitch was a hurricane and intensified rapidly, surprising forecasters. Hurricane Mitch became a monster Category 5 storm in the middle of the Caribbean near the end of October. That's very rare event. Nobody expected that Mitch to get that strong. Mitch caused a lot of damage. This hurricane destroyed 50 years of progress in Honduras, including bridges, highways, and cities.
Mitch continued to defy and surprise in the days to come, and it became one of the strongest and deadliest hurricanes in history. Mitch's approach was felt on land as well as out in the open when the rains came. Mitch came close to land, weakened to Category 4 hurricane, but still had heavy impact. Mitch hit the coastal areas with devastating winds and monster waves. All the forecasts had it taking north toward Belize and eventually in the Gulf of Mexico, but it surprised once again and headed south. No other storm took a track like Mitch drifting to the south like that, and the crossing over Honduras. Today, no other storm has done that much. Track defies even the scientist model. All of them were suggesting that Mitch was going to resume its westward course and eventually move north, but they were wrong on October 28th.
Hurricane Mitch changed direction once more. It was heading south directly to Islas de la Bahia. Mitch dumped 35 inches of rain in Honduras, turning the hillsides into rivers of mud and debris. Floods and disaster increased, and for almost a whole week the rains didn't stop. The land became so saturated, causing the rivers to rise a lot. The main river that ran between the twin cities changed course in the opposite direction, and when it changed direction, it caused a lot of destruction, and an entire neighborhood was washed away. As a consequence of this situation, many people lost their belongings and their houses, causing sadness and despair. This hurricane caused the destruction of many houses. Approximately 25 small towns were destroyed. There were many losses in agriculture, more than 7,000 deaths were registered, and there were 11,000 missing people.
Honduras' mudslides and floods caused by Hurricane Mitch claimed 6,500 lives. The mission of the volunteers changed from rescue to recovery amid the smell of death. They continued digging around the clock. Their own safety was now at risk. One of the interview with one of the people who lost everything, the reporters asked her how she felt after what had happened. She said that she was very sad because she lost everything she had built all her life. But thank God, because her family was fine. This is one of the many opinions of people who have suffered due to the hurricane. Mitch was one of the most powerful and deadly tropical cyclones that we have seen. The hurricane had a maximum sustained wind speed of 219 km per hour. Nowadays, many Hondurans remember the destruction and all the terrible situations they faced due to this hurricane.